The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the quiet town. A biting wind rustled the leaves, and the air carried a damp chill. The neon glow of the Burger King sign illuminated the desolate parking lot, the only source of light in the otherwise eerie darkness. With a heavy sigh, I tightened the collar of my coat and pushed open the glass door, the warmth of the restaurant embracing me like a long-lost friend. The interior was oddly empty, the usual hustle and bustle of customers absent. The bright red and yellow decor seemed garish against the somber mood that hung in the air. The scent of grease and fried food clung to every corner, a familiar yet unsettling aroma. My footsteps echoed as I approached the counter, the sound bouncing off the tiled floors like a warning. Cashier, a young woman with tired eyes, looked up from her post. Her forced smile seemed out of place, as if she too was aware of the unease that pervaded the place. "Welcome to Burger King. What can I get for you?" she asked, her voice faltering slightly. I ordered a simple Whopper meal and took a seat by the window, gazing out at the empty street beyond. My mind wandered, conjuring thoughts of why this place felt so eerie tonight. Maybe it was the stillness, the absence of laughter and chatter that usually filled the air. Or perhaps it was the strange feeling that I was being watched, though I saw no one else around. As I waited, the minutes stretched into an eternity. My gaze was drawn to the kitchen, the swinging doors occasionally creaking open and revealing glimpses of frantic activity. The staff moved in hurried motions, as if trying to maintain some semblance of normalcy. But there was an edge to their movements, a tension that hinted at something lurking beneath the surface. Finally, my order arrived on a tray. I took a cautious bite, the flavors familiar yet tainted by the unsettling atmosphere. It was then that I noticed the staff watching me, their eyes fixed on me with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. Their gazes held a mix of curiosity and desperation, as if they were waiting for something to happen. I forced myself to continue eating, my gaze darting around the restaurant. The neon lights buzzed overhead, casting flickering shadows on the walls. The air seemed to grow colder, and I could feel a bead of sweat forming at the back of my neck. Every sound, every movement seemed magnified in the silence, the tension building like a storm on the horizon. Just as I was about to leave, the cashier's voice cut through the stillness. "You shouldn't have come here tonight," she said, her tone hushed and urgent. I turned to her, my heart pounding in my chest. "What do you mean?" I asked, my voice trembling. She leaned in closer, her eyes darting around as if afraid of being overheard. "There's something wrong with this place," she whispered. "People have been disappearing, customers and employees alike. It's like the darkness swallows them up." A chill ran down my spine, the gravity of her words sinking in. "Disappearances," I repeated, my mind racing. She nodded, her expression grave. "It started a few weeks ago. At first, we thought it was just a coincidence. But then more and more people went missing. The police investigated, but they couldn't find any leads. It's as if they were never here." My heart raced, and I felt a gnawing sense of dread deep in my gut. The stories of disappearances that had plagued the town in recent weeks suddenly made sense. The empty streets, the haunted looks of the staff, it was all connected. I stood up, ready to leave, when a loud crash echoed from the kitchen. My breath caught in my throat as I turned to see the kitchen doors swinging wide open, revealing a scene of chaos. The staff were scrambling, knocking over trays and shouting in panic. But amidst the chaos, I saw something that froze me in my tracks, a figure, tall and shadowy, lurking at the edge of my vision. I couldn't tear my eyes away as the figure slowly advanced, its steps deliberate and unhurried. It seemed to be made of darkness itself, a void that defied all light. The fear that gripped me was like nothing I had ever experienced, a primal terror that rooted me to the spot. The cashier's voice pierced through the fog of fear. "Run!" she screamed, her words jolting me into action. I turned and sprinted towards the exit, the sound of my own heartbeat pounding in my ears. The world around me blurred as I pushed through the door and stumbled out into the night. I didn't stop running until I was far from that place, my breath coming in ragged gasps. I collapsed onto the cold pavement, my mind reeling from the horrors I had witnessed. As the adrenaline ebbed away, a bone-deep exhaustion settled over me, and I knew I would carry the weight of that night with me forever.